Thank you, Chair. First of all, I would like to pay my compliments to Martine Roer, who has once again done a great job. I would also like to commend the German presidency for having secured this deal, but again I note with deep regret that the Council is absent during this important debate. However, I am very happy that this legal instrument has finally been adopted. It is long awaited, it is very welcome, but now much depends on if and how it is going to be used in practice. Because a legal instrument making hate crimes a criminal offence is only the last resort. A legal instrument is not going to eliminate racism. What will eliminate racism is our own attitude, is our own mentality, and we need much more than just this framework decision. We need to promote equality, respect and tolerance, and that should be more than just words. Each of us has a responsibility in Europe. Legislation is not enough and we should lead by example. And I very much concur with the words by Mr. Gobert, who made reference to statements by people in public, and that doesn't go for just the average citizen but even more for prominent politicians, religious leaders, in short opinion leaders. And therefore I think it is very regrettable that even those prominent people in Europe in recent times have made statements that incite to hatred and violence. They contribute to a climate of intolerance and hatred. I refer, for example, to the president of one of the European member states, who made very denigrating remarks about Roma people. I think it is unacceptable, and I think that the European Parliament at least should speak out against such unacceptable statements. I am also referring to a member of this House, Mr. Girty, who has issued his anti-Semitic leaflet. Fortunately, we have reacted very strongly to that. But I am also thinking about somebody like Mr. Wilders in my own country, who has made the most outrageous remarks yesterday in a debate, and nobody reacts. Because that is another problem. It is that we allow these extremists to set the political agenda. Even the mainstream parties have adapted their language to the language spoken by extremists. So we should look very carefully at our own statements and our own behaviour. Then finally, I very much agree with the call for the legislation to be extended to cover other groups as well, because we all know that hatred and violence against homosexuals is rampant in Europe, even in my own country unfortunately, and also against women. Sometimes we tend to forget that, but there are many statements that seem to somehow make violence against women also acceptable. So the next step should be that we create a legal instrument that condemns the incitement of hatred and violence against all groups in society. Thank you.